So I'm here with 16 Lattafa Pride fragrances from the Lattafa Pride Collection. So if you want individual reviews, I will link them in the description box, and then you can go and click for individual in-depth reviews. But this is a Lattafa Pride rating. Hi everyone, CeeChronicles here. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're a first timer on this channel, we'll do mostly fragrance reviews, fashion and lifestyle videos. So I do hope you will consider subscribing. So thank you so much for coming on board. And to my returning subscribers, thank you for always supporting me. Please do follow me on Instagram. Leave me a message that you've come from here and I'll give you a follow back. My Instagram handle is CeeChronicles only, without the talking sense. I've sprayed all my testers and this is what I'm just going to use. Okay, so I'm going to start, of course, with the elephant in the room, and this is Eternal Oud. A lot of people have gone crazy about this one. Granted, the packaging, I'm going to insert, when I unboxed mine, the packaging, guys, is over the top. So a lot of people would actually rather even purchase this just for the packaging. So Lattafa Pride Eternal Oud has got your orchid, your plum, your grapefruit in the top. It's got heliotrope, some vanilla ember, some oud and some benzoin, tonka bean, as well as labdanum. But there isn't much oud going on here. So if you don't like oud, don't worry about that. It's got that sensual grapefruit and plum, and it has like your spicy vanillic orchid. I've got my boxes scented already, so I've done a test run. I never come here without actually cross-checking my work. So I've done a test run on these ones, and I'm just going to run through because I don't want this video to be exceptionally long. Okay, it is a gentle, almost non-existent oud that you have in here. Airy, fresh, unisex fragrance, a bit luxurious as well. And I am also going to liken them to some of the fragrances that I've smelled before, and this is not to say they are dupes, okay, because Lattafa Pride is exclusively to Lattafa. This is why they put the name Pride after Lattafa, because this is supposed to be exclusively theirs. But if you're in the perfume industry or you love perfumes, you know that these perfume companies actually borrow or copy from each other some inspirations and stuff like that. So you will have other people coming out there and saying, no, this is a dupe of something and this is a dupe of something. But as far as I'm concerned, the Lattafa Pride is supposed to be exclusively a Lattafa creation. This one has got a benzoin that translates the same way as the one in Grand Soir. Okay, it has ember, it also has vanilla, and it has the tonka and labdanum. You get those in Grand Soir by Maison Francis Cochin. So it does have that sort of like it does lean towards that. So if you have smelled that or whatever, this is not a dupe, but I'm just saying if you have put your nose on that, you'll probably find some similarities there. The only difference is here is there's a lavender and the orchid and the plum and grapefruit, which of course are not in Grand Soir. But otherwise, if you've put your nose on Maison Francis Cochin's Grand Soir, you probably know that this Lattafa Pride, the best of them all, Eternal Oud, has got this almost like a similar DNA, and for that reason I gave this one a 10 out of 10. Now moving on to the second one, I'm going to be talking about this one, Lattafa Tawa, and this is gold as well. I have scented my box, but I'm just going to take the little tester out. A lot of people have been complaining about the packaging for these. The packaging is beautiful. It's out there, but I've seen a lot of comments and people talking about how their perfumes are turning out cracked. Not the actual perfumes, but the casing. So maybe Lattafa needs to do something about that, and that's the reason why I didn't bring mine, because taking them out would have meant just a minute taking them out, one perfume at a time. So Lattafa Tharwah, and this is the gold one. It's got your lavender, your bergamot, orange blossom. It's got your jasmine, vanilla, vetiver, and some amber. It's a sweet citrus mixed with some florals. So if you like citruses, you will like that, but it does lean more florally. Okay, a spicy lavender there with a licorice undertone. Okay, that is what I get from Lattafa Tharwah's gold. It does have a silver one as well. It has a DNA that is common, so and it does not lean Middle Eastern. It doesn't have that Middle Eastern kind of unique spicy, like overly spicy thing going on there. So if you don't like Middle Eastern fragrances, you're probably gonna like this. What I can liken it to in terms of something that's already on the market is if you put your nose on Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess. Okay, if you put your nose there on that Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess, there is a bit of some similarities there. I gave this one a 7 out of 10 just because the DNA is a bit on the common side, but it does last all day, so it is a good one. It is quite beastly in that regard. Okay, number 3 is going to be Hala. Okay, Hala. This one is a masculine version. There is Afar, which is the feminine version, and I'm going to take it out of the box. It is Hala, and this is the silver one. Now, if you like your nutmeg, this is what to expect from this one. It's got nutmeg, pepper, it's got cedarwood, some amber, incense, labdanum. This is slightly sweet, but also soft. Okay, so this is one we're talking about right now. It's got like a spicy, peppery thing going on there. It's got the cedarwood as well. If you like the soft masculine fragrances, then it definitely is going to tick your boxes. Okay, so it also has like a dusty hay smell. You know, if you've been on a farm and you smelled the hay, the dry, dusty hay, I get from this. It's quite upbeat, also unisex in nature, because in as much as it's marketed as masculine, it does have like a softness to it, so women can actually tolerate this if they want that. I gave this one an 8 out of 10, and it does last about 7 to 8 hours. The good thing about the Lattafa Pride collection is it does come with a pamphlet that has all the notes listed for the perfume, so it actually makes it easy for us reviewers to come to you with accurate information. Unfortunately, for what I have, I do not have these ones. Okay, and I don't think they've actually hit the market just yet. I have this one in a spray can. I couldn't get it in a bottle, but I don't regret that, because it is a dupe of something that is already common. And then there's these two here. So in total, I think the Lattafa Pride, there's about maybe 22, 26 or 25. I'm not sure how many they are. Okay, but I am bringing you 16 here, and I hope I would have done at least enough for you, to get, just your foot forward on this collection if you're interested in it. Next is Shaheen Gold. Shaheen Gold. Okay, and this is the one with the huge bottle with that bird. I'm going to take out the tester just for you to see, but my box is already sprayed. I don't know if my camera will show. No, it's not going to show. The light is too much. Shaheen Gold is a beast. Okay, to me, from the entire collection, this is the most long-lasting that I've tried from this collection. It opens up with a pineapple, grapefruit, and then it has the lavender, the fig, the tonka, vanilla, and some patchouli. It's a very loud, sweet, fruity, floral. It's very heavy on the patchouli, and it leans more masculine. And to me, I found it too busy. It's my least favorite from the collection, and for that reason, I'm gonna give it 4 out of 10. But it does last all day, so if you're into the beastly perfumes, then you might as well, or you may want to try Shaheen Gold. Okay, now Shaheen Gold comes with Shaheen Silver, which I don't have here, but I've done a full review for. But I can tell you, based on what I smelt or what I sniffed when I did, it's got cassis, bergamot, rose, patchouli. I'm going to put in a little clip of when I actually took a video of it, but I don't have it. That one's gone. Okay, musk, Okmos, Ember, those are the notes. It opens up with a slightly green cassis, which blends perfectly with the Okmos, okay? And it gives, this Okmos gives it like an earthy feel as far as my notes are concerned. The reason why, again, this one, the Shaheen Silver, is not one that I was too keen on, is it leans too close to Creed Aventus, which has been done gazillion times. I don't know whether it's a coincidence or they had to come up with a fragrance that leans, close to something that they knew would definitely sell. So to me, to my nose at least, Shaheen Silver, it kind of reminded me of Creed Aventus, but minus, of course, the pineapple, the blackcurrant, and the apple top, because it doesn't have those fruits, that pineapple and the apple in the top, and it doesn't have the black currant, but it doesn't have that uniqueness. It is beautiful in its own right. They have perfected that one, so they have crafted it to perfection, but I had to give it 5 out of 10 because it's already done before. Now the next one I want to bring here is this one. Number 6 is going to be Winner's Trophy, and this is the gold one. This is actually going to be the last one that I review. I actually noticed that I hadn't actually reviewed this, so unfortunately this particular video that I'm doing has got to wait. I have to put this one first, and then I will run the video, but I'm actually recording them on the same day. So this is Lattafa Winner's Trophy, and this is the gold one, guys. This one has your pink pepper at the top, some jasmine, rose, patchouli, vanilla, musk. I'm running through these notes because they're really not necessary. I mean, if you're here for you want to know about the perfume, not really the notes. So if I sound like I'm singing about the notes, that's because to me, most people don't really care for them. This is your fresh, soapy, powdery, sparkly, mature. It's very effervescent. The top is very sparkly, okay? And it does have a touch of greenness because of that earthy patchouli. You will get that touch of greenness, okay? And it does give me some if you like Dolce & Gabbana, the gold one, okay, if you like that one, the woman's one, the Dolce & Gabbana, the gold one, it does have some, they've actually tweaked, there's a little few tweaks there to make it a bit different, but it does lean, or it does have like some semblance to that fragrance. But for that reason, I gave it, not for the reason that it does have that semblance, for the way it's done. It's one of the ones that I actually am quite obsessed with. Winner's Trophy Gold, I gave it a 10 out of 10 because perfection, the way the notes are just fused together, everything is awesome. Okay, so that was our number 6. Our number 7 is going to be the silver one. Okay, so I did do this one in a collective video. I did a 4-in-1. The very first video I did about the Lattafa Pride, when I got my when I stumbled on this collection, I put this one, but it was amongst 4 other fragrances. Lattafa, Winner's Trophy, the silver. This one's marketed for men. It's already scented. The box is scented already. Okay, and it's got the mandarin in the notes. There's mandarin. It's got olibanum. Okay, that's a tongue twister for me all the time. It's got your lavender, vanilla, your cedarwood, your vetiver. Okay, and this is another one that is a bit on the generic side as far as I'm concerned. The DNA it's masculine, but the DNA has been done a gazillion times. Okay, but I do know that a lot of males are going to like this, because this has got that kind of blind buy worthy kind of thing, because it's one of those that it is almost like a no-brainer. Somebody's going to like this. But for that reason, I didn't like it for that reason, but I see it being a crowd pleaser for that reason. Okay, it's green, it's woodsy, it's spicy. It's a balsamic scent in a nutshell. It does have a citrusy top there, and then it does have like an aromatic lavender. It is deep, okay, in nature, clean and mature. It is deep and also beastly. So it's not like your light fragrance, and it does have that dusty vetiver. I gave it an 8 out of 10 because of how it is not that unique to me. And the other thing I want to commend Lattafa for with this particular collection is, if you're not an oud lover, which is something that a lot of people run away from, they don't like oud, and sometimes the way oud is done in the Middle Eastern way can be a bit on the harsh side. This collection, I noticed that the ones that I've come across, most of them don't have like a really strong pungent oud. So if I list, if I tell you that a fragrance has got oud from this collection, at least the ones that I've smelled, the 16, the oud is very, very wearable. So that's a good thing with this collection. Now, if you like your red berries sitting on that cacao, sitting on the base of that cacao, and your rose mixed with some tonka, ember musk, and some sugar, there you have it. There you've got your Nebras. This is Nebraska gold one, guys. I did promise that I will bring a silver one. Still haven't gotten my hands on the tester for the silver one. I'm not ready to pull the trigger on the the full bottle, because it is masculine, so I don't want I wouldn't want to add it to my collection. But I have this one for you for now, Lattafa Nebraska gold one. This one has all that creaminess going on there. The vanilla, it's gourmandish in nature. It's very yummy. If you love your cacao, sitting on a spicy undertone, that is what you get with this one. Something really yummy. It is actually my favorite, or one of my favorites. I got 3 favorites in this collection. Slight nuttiness you get there, very unique, a bit boozy, very youthful, and you will get some people saying that it does have like a Play-Doh-ish thing going on there. So Lattafa Nebraska gold. Unfortunately, this one, when I smelled it the first time, I was so wowed because it did smell very, very unique. But I have gone to realize, when I went to the perfume shop and I had to smell Billie Eilish, the Eilish one, it does, and Billie Eilish is a 2021 composition, so I'm not sure whether this is an inspiration of it or whatever, but they do have a very, very similar DNA to them. This one actually feels like it is a dupe of that one, which unfortunately to me was a disappointment, because I was expecting the Lattafa Pride collection to be exclusively to Lattafa. This to me is like in your face duping that Eilish, Billie Eilish. It is very feminine in nature, beast mode, and very beast mode. Although you can wear it as a man, it is feminine leaning, great projection, and I gave it a 10 out of 10. The next one that I have here is this one. This one I put on my channel, and my channel went wild. I mean, in terms of comments, not in terms of views. I think it's on 1,000 or so views right now. But the comment section, they kept on talking about one perfume, and I'm gonna go with your vote, guys. I haven't put my nose on Bouvari Tiger, but I'm gonna go with your vote, because you cannot have 10-15 people talking about the same thing and have them being mistaken. So Al Qayam Silver has got your grapefruit, ginger, and ambroxan. It's got your sandalwood, your vetiver, your musk. It is very luxurious in nature. conditioner, a synthetic ambroxan there, ginger citrus combo that you get there, and it's got that slightly sour grapefruit. It is like to me the best summer scent I've ever put my nose on thus far. Okay, so well done to Lattafa for this one. Qiam silver, beautifully crafted. Okay, it's going, I'm not just gonna go with your votes that this is inspired by Bulgari Tiger, unless I am corrected. But then again, like I said, let's do take note that these are supposed to be exclusively to Lattafa, and when perfumes are made, there's always like a tweak there, so it's not going to be 100% that inspiration, but obviously the people that or a lot of people on my channel that have smelt it have actually said it does have some semblance to that. I gave this one a 10 out of 10 because of how it's well crafted and how it is beautiful. Lasting power 6 hours plus, not too much after 6 hours, actually, let me be honest. It doesn't have a beastly performance, but it is a beautiful fragrance that you will enjoy in the summer especially, and it projects for about 1 hour. So that was Qiam silver. Next up is going to be this one, Afar. There's a Q at the end. I always, I choose to silence that because if I pronounce it as is, it might turn out to be a curse word. Afar, the gold one. Okay, so this I believe is marketed for women, and to my nose it does smell a lot feminine. There's some pear here, tuberose, jasmine, casmirian, it's got some sandalwood as well. Opens up fresh and a bit it's got that creamy tuberose. Okay, slightly sweet scent with a touch of jasmine and with that faint greenness. Okay, that's also have like a synthetic woodiness that's going on there, and it not necessarily, it's got a synthetic wooliness because of that cashmere, it's got like a warm fuzzy feel to it because of the synthetic cashmere in there. It gives me 70% rouge malachite vibes. Okay, and just save for the pear, minus the pear, I get 70% rouge malachite vibes. And I think I did have a subscriber that came on my channel and they said this reminded them of a combination of rouge malachite and light blue. So if you've got an aquatic fragrance at home and you've got this one, try and mix them and see how far they go. To me, it does give me a almost accurate rouge malachite kind of vibe there. So that's what I get here, but not absolutely completely, because this has like a freshness going on there. So I gave this one also a 10 out of 10. Areeq Gold is number 11. I'm going to insert the little video when I did the actual full review of it. Areeq Gold is also of this collection. It's got your saffron, your black tea, your incense, your suede leather, amberwood, vanilla, and some musk. That's what you get from that fragrance. It's got a spicy top, a smoothiness of some suede in there, sweet floral undertone with a sweet black tea there. It has like a softened leather as well. So if you don't like very prominent fragrances that are very prominent in leather, it's got that very soft leather there. And all that has got also like a soft, musky, almost feminine dry down to it. Mild body hugging fragrance. It's also a great introduction to the Middle Eastern fragrances. If you haven't put your nose on the Middle Eastern fragrances, it does lean a bit unisex there, but it does have like a Middle Eastern touch to it, but nothing too busy going on there. And I gave it a 5 out of 10 because unfortunately it didn't tick the boxes for me. But yeah, it is part of the Lattafa Pride collection. Number 12 is going to be the silver version. Areeq silver has your apple, your lavender, your cardamom, your tobacco. It has your cypress, your jasmine, your oud, leather, sandalwood, musk, and vanilla. And like I said, the oud in the way they've done their oud in this, the entire collection is very mild. So if I say it's got the oud there, it's not the going to be the star of the show. It does have quite a little bit of a harsh opening there, because that's how I smelt mine when I got it. It also is masculine leaning, so it's going to tick the boxes for a lot of males. But the plus for that fragrance is it's got an apple pie feel. So if you like those fragrances, if you like something, a fragrance like that's gonna have, it's not gourmandish in nature as such, but it's got like a fruity top thing going on there. It's got like a cinnamon apple pie kind of thing going on there, but it is not an Angel Share's dupe in any way, because I know that Angel Share does have an apple pie thing going on there. It is also piney in nature, so to my nose it reminded me of like furniture or furniture polish, something along those lines, and that mild leather, like I said, and it is and the oud is non-existent, so it's fresh, crisp. That's the dry down. It's got the apple forward thing going on there. I gave it a 7 out of 10 because it's got a moderate lasting power of about 5 hours. The next one I want to talk about, I actually have here Awaan Gold. Okay, this comes in this green little bottle. I have scented my box. This is your citrus done like no other. Okay, so if people say citrus, it doesn't hold, yes, I do get it. Citrus doesn't hold, but the way they've done it here is a citrus with some depth. If you're looking for a rich thick citrus, like a realistic orange rind, or if you're looking for something along them lines where you're literally gonna feel or smell the orange, this is one recommendation I have for you. But it's not light citrus in any way. It's got the bergamot at the top, the orange jasmine, orange blossom as well, sandalwood, patchouli, and some musk. That is the note composition for this one, and it's got a uniqueness like no other. That zesty uniqueness there that's going on. It's got again like a creamy sandalwood that comes into the mix. They're very good concentration of like a fruit juice. That is what you're gonna feel, and a touch of Middle Easternness there. It does not have like a full Middle Eastern thing going on there, but it does have like a touch of something that feels so unique. I would love to know if there's anything that smells like this out there, because so far I cannot liken it to anything, and this is what I was expecting. I mean, for most of them, that I was hoping that if anybody comes with something that smells like this, I'd love to know of it, because to me this is just something that is new to my nose. I gave this one a 10 out of 10 because it's also beastly in performance. It lasts over 8 hours. So we're number 14 out of 15, and we're now talking about the cousin to the previous one. The cousin to Awaan is Ameed, and it's silver. Okay, I'm talking about this one now. This one is masculine in nature, guys. I'm going to throw in a video of when I did a full review of it. It's got your mandarin, your clary sage, pepper at the, as the note composition. There's some pineapple, leather, and some musk. This has a clary sage and a clary sage that mixes with the lavender accord there, that makes it a bit spicy as well, and it has like a tarry leather, realistic tarry like feel to the nose. Leather, it opens up very loud and busy, but it quickly tones down, and it has like an acidic mandarin to it, but it is also very airy. Shares similarities with Dior Homme, the original that was the original that was the 2005 Dior Homme original version. That's what I get to my nose. That is what it instantly reminded me of when I when I sprayed this time. It reminded me of Dior Homme. I'm talking about this one. Okay, so yeah, Ameed silver to my nose at least reminds me of that. I gave this one an 8 out of 10 because it does not have that original DNA as well, because of that similarities to that Dior Homme, like I said, but it is a great performer if you're looking for that. The next one is Qiam, the gold one. Let me see if I can find the Qiam. Qiam, the gold one, has got your saffron, it's got your raspberry, it's got patchouli, leather, amber, oud, Gaiac woods, vetiver, and some benzoin. I'm trying to see if I can see the picture, but if I cannot see the picture here, it's not a problem because I'm actually inserting the pictures. Okay, so because it does have that like your raspberry there, you can expect something that is a bit fruity, sweet, feminine top, with an ambery dry down. That is what to expect from Qiam, the gold one. Okay, I think I've just found it. This is the one I'm talking about. I also did this one in a 4-in-1, so you can, I'm going to link that video in the description, and then you can click if you want an in-depth review of Qiam Gold. But it's your sweet, feminine, spicy, a fragrance that dries down masculine. Okay, it does dry. It's a mix of both. So let me just say it's unisex. Okay, it's got like your spicy top. It's got your very light oud there, and ambery dry down, low-key honey dry down as well. So, and it also does have a Middle Eastern touch. And I think this one is also uniquely it does have like a uniqueness to it. I gave it a 8 out of 10 because it does have a uniqueness, at least to my nose. I don't have it anymore, but it does have a uniqueness. Last but not least, I have in a spray can, and I know you cannot do a comparison with a spray can, but I had to give you this tip. I've got a couple of these spray cans, but this one I had to come here and tell you about it, because to me this is it's got like your lemon, your rose, 2 roses here. It's got the caramel, the vanilla, musk, and some cedarwood. But to me, what I get from Lada, the gold one, it gives me a more caramelly leaning roses musk. Okay, so if you've used roses musk, you're not missing much from this one for that reason, because to me it just has that, like a telltale sign that you unless you've never smelled roses musk before, you may be surprised about this. This one to me is a clear cut, inspired by roses musk, and this is the last one. This was our number 16 Tawa Gold from the Lattafa Pride Collection. That is what I had for you guys. 16 Lattafa Pride Collection shortcut video. I was talking about the dupes as well, and I was also rating them out of 10. Thank you so much for joining me today. CeeChronicles is my name. I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know in the comment section if you have any, or if you found this or if this guide is, you know, something that helps you, if I get a hold of the other ones that are not yet in circulation, I'll definitely bring them here. Turn on post notifications, that way you will be notified anytime I upload a video. Like this video if you like it, comment if you want to comment, and let's meet in that comment section, guys, where we can chat some more about fragrances. And remember, smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.